Welcome back to the Bobby King Iraqi Dinar News Channel. I'm your host Bobby King, bringing you the latest breaking updates straight from Iraq. Big news just hit. Iraqi television is now reminding all citizens that starting July 1st, all government agencies will no longer accept cash payments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to support the channel. Your support helps me continue delivering the truth the mainstream doesn't want to touch. As of July 1, 2025, Iraq steps into uncharted territory. No more cash payments accepted at any government agency. No more paper, no more coins, no more briefcases of dinars. Iraq is going digital, abruptly, shockingly, and without fully answering the questions on everyone's minds. The Central Bank of Iraq has already banned the use of US dollars in domestic transactions, a move that raised eyebrows and sparked underground exchange chaos. But this is something different. This is the full shutdown of cash in state institutions. If you need to pay taxes, fines, license fees, or public services, you'll now need a digital wallet, a linked bank account, and an acceptance of a system most citizens still don't fully trust. For those of us raised in a war-torn country where electricity cuts are still routine and internet access is far from universal, this feels more like a leap into a void than a step toward progress. But let's break this down. The end of physical dinars? It's not just about US dollars. We've also been told we can no longer use our 30 dinar notes, the large denominations that make up most people's physical savings. If this is true, it signals something deeper. A push to invalidate the old monetary system in favor of a new digital framework, potentially backed by lower denomination notes and electronic currency balances. Imagine a society where your physical money is suddenly worthless. Your grandfather's life savings, tucked away in a shoebox? Void. The envelope of emergency cash you've kept hidden behind the wardrobe? Useless. A terrifying thought, yet eerily real. This change, broadcast across state TV, was framed as modernization. A way to fight corruption, avoid counterfeiting, and bring Iraq into the global financial ecosystem. But it also feels like control. Total visibility. If all your money is digital, it's traceable. If it's traceable, it's taxable. If it's taxable, it's controllable. And for a population deeply scarred by decades of government distrust, this makes many feel naked in front of a system that hasn't always protected them. Is this reform or repression? Let's not ignore the logic here. Iraq's black market has thrived for decades, bleeding the economy dry. Fake contracts, forged currency, ghost employees in public payrolls, the list is long. In theory, going digital could end that. Every dinar would have a trail. Every payment a timestamp. It's an auditor's dream. But we also know that for every reform meant to clean the system, there's a risk of deeper repression. In a country where banking infrastructure is weak, many Iraqis don't even have a bank account. In rural areas, digital payments are a fantasy. In conservative households, the idea of women managing accounts online clashes with deep-rooted cultural norms. So what happens now? Do millions get left behind? Or does this create a moment of forced innovation? The glimmer of hope. Strangely, amid the fear and confusion, there's also a flicker of something else, hope. Maybe this is what Iraq has needed all along, a financial reset. A national reckoning. If digital money becomes the norm, and lower denomination notes take the lead, then perhaps the old 30 system, once seen as a symbol of economic failure, can finally be retired. Perhaps this paves the way for currency reform, for rebuilding trust in the dinar, for attracting international investment, and for giving young Iraqis a reason to stay and build a future here. There's even speculation among economic watchers that this could be the setup for something monumental, a currency revaluation. If the current exchange rate of 1,310 Iraqi dinars to the dollar makes no sense digitally, maybe that's because a new, smaller, stronger dinar is waiting in the wings. Imagine Iraq with a 1-to-1 exchange rate again. Imagine shopping without having to carry thick bundles of cash. Imagine dignity in the dinar. Far-fetched? Maybe. But dreams often start that way. A nation at the crossroads. This is the moment Iraq finds itself in, caught between suspicion and transformation. between the chaos of unprepared change and the promise of real reform. What we know for sure is this: after July 1st, things will not be the same. We'll either see a rise in digital inclusion, more transparent governance, and economic growth, or we'll see increased social tension, systemic failure, and black market explosions. The government must tread carefully. Education, accessibility, and trust building must follow this shock announcement. The rural farmer, the Baghdad shopkeeper, the university student, and the pensioner, they all need a roadmap. A way to convert. A way to understand. A way to be heard. Because when you take away cash, you take away comfort. But if you replace it with something safer, fairer, and more stable, then maybe, just maybe, you give people something more powerful in return. Belief in a better future. As we cross into July, Iraq is writing a new chapter. Whether it's written in code or chaos will depend on how we handle the days ahead. And in this land that has known so much ruin, even a flicker of digital hope is worth holding onto. In the end, I want to ask all my friends watching to stay positive and patient, because patience truly is the key to success. Please subscribe to my channel and show your support. Wishing you all a wonderful day.